Hey, so day 7 of my 30-day fruit only challenge, which, it is a challenge. And even for myself, who's been fully raw for a few years now, I still enjoy the cacao, the carob, the high fat gourmet raw dishes. And I do embrace them, enjoy those. I think it's good as a balance. But from time to time, I enjoy doing mini challenges, mini cleanses to just get deeper into regeneration of the cells. So I feel called to do a cleanse right now for 30 days. 30 days out of my life. It is nothing. And it's a reminder I keep repeating to myself that even when I get my cravings, I'm not feeling my best sometimes, then I think about it's for 30 days. If you're doing this challenge, you've got family members, other people concerned what you are doing, then just trust that, this is a natural process, that what we are going through. There's a few people in lifestyle, raw vegan, but fruitarian, that are thriving, such as Ovel Douglas, who is coaching me on this challenge right now. And I trust those that have done lengthy times on this, and I believe in it. I believe because of the effects I get. So when you're getting those experiences for short term, imagine the long term. But it's got to be sustainable for you, and depending on where you are in your life, like for others, the raw vegan path is too much right now. So depending on where you are is where you would start to transition, start to take things out of your diet, start taking those particular foods away, and start incorporating more raw foods. Like I did the raw until dinner for many years before I started to be fully raw. Common concern in this challenge, or those eating a high fruit-based diet, because I would class mine as a high fruit-based diet, that there is too much sugar, too much fructose. We need not to be concerned of sugar coming from fruit because of what it has altogether. But what does cause an issue is when you have fat in your diet, and this is what can lead to diabetes and sugar problems. So when you take the fat from your diet, then the sugar causes no issues. That's coming from fruit. It's because the fruit is so rapidly absorbed into the cells, where fat takes much longer to digest. So when you're putting sugar on top of the fat gums up the cell receptors where sugars are absorbed. Now, this inhibits the sugars to enter the cells. There are people out there reversing diabetes on pure fruit, pre-diabetes or diabetes. So when consuming fat and even protein, what it does, it takes time to break down in the cells because they leave little globules that block the sugar that goes into the cells. So instead of the sugar being able to go into the cells where they're supposed to be, the fat blocks them. So this is where the sugar continues to be in the bloodstream, and then insulin is constantly spiked, which then causes the issue of releasing too much insulin. If you remove the animal fat especially, the fruit sugar will go directly into the cells. Every cell in the human body requires sugar. So there's nothing to be concerned about. It is our life force given energy, our fast food. So I have no fears around if this is healthy, even in the long term. So this month of this challenge is a little bit more restrictive. Not every single fruit is what I'm consuming. It's high watery fruits only. So melons and berries, grapefruit, peaches, pears, papaya, nectarines, plums, grapes, raspberry, pineapples, mango, soursop, so many still. But the lower watery fruits such as jackfruit, durian, avocados are so much less. So they are avoided for just this 30 days so that we can get deeper into cleansing, into detoxification. How am I feeling so far? I was on a high, pretty much easy for most of the week. The last 2 days, day 5 and 6, I've been feeling much more sluggish, but I noticed that my sleeping I've been having great night's sleep, but I slept later, a couple of hours later, which I find, because I get up always without fail at the same time, I wasn't allowing my body to sleep longer. So for me, what's best is to make sure I go to bed at the same time, which I do most of the time, but I notice an energy shift. Also, I think detox is a contributor to my energy levels. I'm not as high, I just want to sleep. And I was high vibrating. I was so like full of energy all week, and now I've taken a little bit of a crash. So sleep deprivation and also detoxing is very normal to feel like this. And also I just feel I need to increase my calories. Just yesterday and today I'm starting to eat a lot more. So let's see what happens. But allowing the process, it's good to have this awareness to see how your body is adjusting. But overall, mentally, I'm really good. I feel very focused and I'm not coming off it. Like there's no doubt in my mind I won't complete it. Physical side, only the few sensitivities around my gums, which I know that's the acids coming out, the toxins, so that's quite normal. I've experienced this before in my over 30-day fruit challenge back in last January. Why argue fruits and vegetables and the raw diet being unhealthy? It doesn't enter my mind. It's like it just doesn't, there's no concerns of anything else, of deficiencies and things like that. It's interesting when you start to eat healthier, people become nutritionists. What about this? What about protein? And you're just like, do you even know? Look what you're eating. A friend shared with me the other day, my friend Colin, about, people are eating junk food, they go to the doctors, they don't question what the doctors give them. But as soon as you go and eat fruit, it's like, oh, is that healthy? And you're like, well, look at your lifestyle, look what you're eating general day to day. It baffles me. But if you do have any questions on this lifestyle, the mindset, then do reach out to me. Do join the Raw Living group. We have a free Raw Living community group that's just full of inspiration of food, mindset tricks, just accountability, just inspiration to help you either eat more raw foods or go fully raw. It's great for those that are curious. It's great for those that are transitioning. It's great for those already raw to keep in with the community and not feel so alone in the world. If you've got any questions, do comment down below. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe, and also turn on the bell notification to be notified of when the next videos are, and also to support the channel. Be, feel, and stay Rawlicious.